Hello from Freedomtax Accounting. We are an accounting firm here in Florida where we have been providing quality tax and accounting services now for more than 20 years. Today is July 31st. Thank God it's Friday. And we wanted to do this video because the SBA did come out with a press release warning business owners of scams and fraud that is happening with the EIDL program, and they're basically telling business owners to be careful with the EIDL program because there are scams and fraud happening. Okay, now the warning came directly from the office of the inspector general, okay, about fraud and scams taking place related to the EIDL program offered by the SBA. Once again, they are communicating that scams are already targeting small business owners, and the office of the inspector general basically said that will increase the level of investigation with the EIDL applications. Um, Unfortunately, people are already being arrested and charged, so you have to be very, very careful. If you pay someone to do the EIDL application for you, make sure that that person is a legit accountant or a financial advisor and someone that is not scamming you, because you can get into trouble with the federal government in the future. Okay, now a little bit of background relating with the EIDL program that led to making it very easy for scam and fraud. The EIDL program is not new like the PPP program. The PPP program is a completely new program that started in April of this year, but the EIDL program was a loan that already existed. Okay, now Congress made changes to it in the CARES Act in order to stimulate the economy during the coronavirus pandemic. Okay, the old way or the past application process for the EIDL program was very, very different than what you're seeing now. Before, when you tried to apply for the EIDL loan, it was the process took months. The SBA asked for a lot of documentation, so it's very different than now. Okay, now the government has a very simplified process. Basically, the government took an established loan program and simplified it and made it very, very easy to apply. If you applied for the EIDL loan, the application was on the SBA website. That application took max 15 minutes. The application, they did not ask for any kind of documentation. So basically, the information you put it in the application with gross sales, cost of goods sold, the amount of employees, the government believed you, gave you this money, and basically the government said we will review the applications later. So they have started to cross-reference applications with the IRS, and they're starting to see that the information on the application is not the same as the amount of employees or their tax returns. Okay, now the government did achieve the goal of a fast way of injecting the economy, but they made it so easy that it also made it very easy for fraud and scams. Okay, now the SBA said that with the EIDL grant, remember that the EIDL program has two parts. There's the EIDL grant and there's the EIDL loan. So the EIDL grant portion, the scams and frauds with the EIDL grant, the SBA basically is telling people that the SBA does not initiate contact either on the EIDL grant or the EIDL loans. So if you are proactively contacted by someone claiming to be from the SBA, suspect fraud. Okay, and also remember the EIDL grant is not available since July 11th unless new funding for the EIDL grant is approved by Congress. And again, also nobody can guarantee the approval of funds. So if someone calls you or you're in contact with someone that says, I can do the application for you and I'm going to guarantee this amount of money, that's sufficient to suspect fraud. Okay. Now, on the EIDL loan part of the EIDL program, the SBA said that the SBA again does not initiate contact with business owners. So if somebody is calling you saying they're from the SBA and offering you to apply for the loan, suspect fraud. Okay. Also, if someone is promising you, again, if someone is promising you the approval of the loan and requires payment upfront, suspect fraud. Nobody can guarantee you that you're gonna get those funds approved. Okay. And also the SBA said that there is a lot of phishing going around. If you don't know what phishing is, it's that basically scammers they send out email blast or call people saying that they're from the SBA, and all they're trying to do is get your personal identification information. So if you're in the process of applying for an SBA loan and receive an email or a call asking for personal identification information, meaning asking for social security, EIN numbers, home address, bank information, ensure that the reference application number is consistent with the actual application number. When you apply for the EIDL loan, you get an application number. So if you get an email saying that's from the SBA, it does say in reference to this application number. So make sure that that application number is the same that you have. If it's not the same, suspect scam and fraud. The SBA also said look out for phishing attacks utilizing SBA logo. They may be attempts to obtain your personal identifiable information, to obtain personal banking access, or to install ransomware or malware on your computer. Any email communication from the SBA will come from accounts ending in sba.gov. So if you got an email saying it's from the SBA, make sure that at the end of the email it ends in sba.gov. But I would be careful even if you get an email that says at the end sba.gov, because scammers have found a way around this. Scammers have found a way where you get an email that ends on sba.gov and is actually a scam. Okay. Also remember that the presence of the SBA logo on a web page does not guarantee the information is accurate or endorsed by the SBA. So the SBA is telling you if you read anything online or you get an email with the SBA logo, that doesn't mean it's accurate. They are advising that you cross-reference any information you receive with the SBA website, or you can also call the SBA at 800-659-2955 to corroborate and make sure that that information is correct. Okay. Now, if you do suspect fraud, the Inspector General is saying to report it. Okay, you can report fraud to the office of the Inspector General to this phone number right here, 800-767-0385. Okay, now, yes, people are getting, some people are trying to scam others. Some people are trying to commit fraud and maybe take advantage of business owners, but you may yourself have committed a mistake in the application. Maybe you did not voluntarily want to commit fraud, but maybe you, by accident, placed the wrong information in the EIDL application, and now the SBA is going to cross-reference that information with the IRS, and you may get an email from the SBA that you may have to return some of the funds. So we are advising our clients or people who call here, okay, because our clients that we did the EIDL application for, we did the application correctly with the correct information of the tax returns. But we are advising that you check with your CPA to check to see if the amount of the EIDL grant and the EIDL loan you received is the one you were allowed to get, okay? Remember that if you made a mistake on your EIDL application, at some point, the SBA will cross-reference that information with the IRS and you could get into trouble, okay? There are some people that have called that the SBA has told them that they need to return the EIDL funds. We have had some phone calls that people are asking us, why do I have to return it? And when we take a look at their case, they basically made mistakes on the EIDL application. They got more funds than they should have, and the SBA is now reviewing those applications and making them return those funds to the SBA. There are a lot of mistakes that you could have made in the EIDL application. We recommend that you see our YouTube video. It is called How to Return the EIDL Grant. In that video, we give several examples of common mistakes that you could have made in the EIDL application. And that video is also good to see. If you need to return the funds, we show you how to do that as well, okay? Now, thank you. Now, I hope that's not your case. We hope that you don't have to return any funds, and be careful. There's a lot of fraud and scams happening out there. So if you get a call from someone saying they're from the SBA will not call you to apply for the EIDL. Nobody can guarantee you that you're gonna get a loan approved. So business owners out there, be very careful who you pay or to do the EIDL application, or if someone is trying to get your personal identification information, okay? Well, thank you. I hope this video has been of value to you. God bless you. God bless your business, your family. We keep praying for you that you keep safe. If you think you have received valuable information from this video, like and share this video, and also subscribe to our channel where we do our best to bring you the latest information with and all the SBA loans. This is our contact information in case you need any help. We have lowered our consultation rate in order to help more business owners. Now, we are getting a lot of questions in the comments of our videos. We promise you that we do our best to answer all of them, but we're getting so many that sometimes time does not allow us to answer all of them, but we do our best to answer all the questions that you may have in the comments of the videos. If you do not know us, we are part of Freedom Group. We are a group of 4 companies. We have the tax accounting firm that, even though we're here in Florida, we are authorized by the federal government to provide tax and accounting services to businesses and individuals in all 50 states. We have an immigration law firm. We have an insurance and financial planning business and a real estate company here in Florida as well. So we can help you in many ways. Once again, this is our contact information. Like and share this video so that more people get this good information, so that more people are careful that they do not get scammed, and that other bad people don't take advantage of them and find out their personal information. Subscribe to our channel. Once again, God bless you. Bye-bye.